Hi everyone, it's Dalita. Welcome back to Mindfulness with Dalita. I'm really happy that you're joining me today. I had something that I wanted to talk about for a while because it came up in my group on Facebook. And we had a video on it, and actually I've asked Oscar, also my producer, about it. And I'm going to ask you right now, do you love yourself? I know that sounds like a crazy question, right? But I've been doing a little bit of research since, it's been about 3 or 4 weeks now when I first, when this first came to me. Some men will say, yeah, I love myself. And other men say, no, I love people in my life and things like this, but I don't necessarily love myself. That kind of blew me away because that came from my husband. And I know my husband loves me dearly. I mean, we've been married so long that life doesn't exist without him. But the thing of it is I think that men and women put it into their mental categories differently. I really think that it's not so much of I do or don't love myself, because I really think most people, for the most part, do, but it's in a different category, which is fine. And I can go with that, and that's really helped me a lot. Because if you think about it, just for a second, define love. What is love? You can look it up in a dictionary and it'll probably say something about it's an emotion. Okay, how do you define that emotion? Well, that's almost impossible. Okay, and then when we go around and we say, I really love that in the window. I want that. Well, okay, you really love that and you want that. It's a piece of, bric-a-brac, it's a trinket. You love this? You have emotional bond with this? I don't think so. I think we're using the word love too much. I think we have lost sight of what it really is. I love to do things like go in the mountains and hike. I love my husband, love my dog, love my kids, of course, and my grandson. But we use it a little too much. Oh, I love this coffee. Oh, I love this dessert. It's just mixing things up. And it's taking away from what love really is. And with the definition of it just being an emotion, how can we have an emotional relationship to an inanimate object? Someone, if you know, I want a shout out. I want to know. Get a hold of me on my Instagram account, on YouTube, wherever. Facebook page, Pumpage, my Facebook page, Mindfulness with Dalita. I really want to know how you can be in love with an inanimate object. This is my question right now, because I feel that we are just saying the word love because it's easiest. Does it make love the emotion, like for my husband or for your girlfriend or boyfriend? Does it diminish the meaning and the feeling and the expression and the emotion of it? Maybe so, because what we're doing is we're saying that we basically, oh, I love this and I love that and I love this flower and I love that. Okay, if it's an experience, I believe you can love an experience because you are there and you're working with it, okay? And you're in the moment, living in the moment, making a memory. This I can understand. Having a favorite coffee cup, I can understand. I can't understand being in love with it though. I also love the sights of cities and things like this and cultures. That's kind of a different type of love, but I think it's more of an admiration. Maybe it's an emotion attached to a culture that I like. Maybe I don't love it. Men, Oscar, do you love it? Do you love things? Yeah, I get this from Oscar. See, I think we just use the word love way too much. I mean, if you talk about, you know, your partner, okay? This is one thing that is very, very important. When you're with your partner, male, female, same sex, I don't care. It's love, okay? But you don't want to say on your second date, oh, I love you, because I think you're might be confusing that with a lust. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, those two kind of go together because they're very emotional. You got a lot of energy behind both of them. But we just use the love word so soon without knowing, without really identifying with it. We need to identify with love. We need to feel it. We need to feel it daily. You need to feel it from inside you. I'm back to the coffee cup. No, I don't love the coffee cup. Do I like the coffee cup? Of course. But if we say love too soon to someone, and then have to take it back, what does that say about us? It says that we're not really in touch with love. And we need to be in touch with love. Because when we are in touch with it, I mean the true basics, and no, I didn't read the book Mars and Venus, Men, Women, I don't remember the title, I'm sorry. I didn't read this because obviously men and women are different. But if we move forward and we rush things and we use love, or the L word, as some people won't even acknowledge love to another person, it's not doing it. We're failing ourselves. Now, if you feel love for someone, anyone, I want you to think about it right now. Maybe they're living, maybe they're dead, maybe they're right next to you. I want you to think about that love, or a mother and father, or your kids. Think about that love. That love is unconditional. Just like with a pet, it's unconditional. But it's not getting you all, you know, worked up like, oh, I love it so much. Okay? It's love, and you know it's love. And in that knowing, compare it to the coffee cup. And how does it compare? It probably doesn't. Now with this love and you feel, because we feel many different types of love for many different types of people. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater, I am a lover. Like Oscar, I love him, I adore him. He's great. He's the producer. He's just wonderful, okay? I love him in a way that is totally different from anything else. Because I have the spiritual and I have the passion inside me that just, I love people. Now, would I jump in and say, I love you to someone that, you know, I've just met, or I haven't, you know, I've been around a little while, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and come clean here. My husband told me that he loved me. And it scared me. And I said, I know, and I turned around and I walked away. That's honesty, because I was scared to say I love you. That's another thing. We say I love the coffee cup, I love this, and I love that. But sometimes we're scared to say what we really do love in life. And this is something that we really need to work on. We need to work on the love. We need to work on the emotion. We need to explain to people how things are loved. If you're in love with a coffee cup because it's the only thing that you have left from somebody that has died, it's a treasure. It's a treasure. You love the person. You love the experiences and the memories. And yeah, you may have a little bit of a love for an inanimate object only because it's attached to somebody that you loved. And when you love someone unconditionally and so passionately, you know it. I mean, it's easy to tell. You can feel it. It's an endorphin. It's just, it makes you vibrate. You feel it. But let's, you know, give our brains some structure. If we give our brains a little bit of structure about love and stop using it so much on things that the inanimate objects, and use it more for experiences and people, your spirituality, yeah, yourself. Now back to the men and women part, where my husband, or I've had a few other men say, well, I don't love myself. Well, I've had women also say that. I don't love myself, but I love other people. And I always heard growing up that you have to love yourself before you can love someone else. So I don't think that it's not so much that you're not loving yourself. I think you look at it in a different way. You look at it, it's really important. Right now, I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsor, gozo.io. And if you get in touch with them, please give them my name, Dalita, and they will hook you up and give you a discount. They're wonderful. We work with them all the time. They're really great. And no, I don't love them, but I really, really appreciate them and I adore them. So until next time, I would really like you to think about love. And maybe we use the word too much in the wrong category. So let's just go and think about love. And until next time, I love you because you're people, and I love my experience here. Have good experience and good love this week. I'll see you later.